welcome to my channel Gustography. In this video I'm gonna do my monthly plant favorites for August, and I know that I did not have a monthly plant favorites for July, but the last week of July I was feeling really sick. I was under the impression that I had the coronavirus. I didn't go ahead and take the test, but I just stayed home for like about 2 days, and turns out that I didn't have the coronavirus. I'm all healthy now. I ate something that probably didn't sit well with my stomach. That's why I was throwing up, but I'm all good now, and I'm happy, and I'm here. Anyways, so let's just go ahead and jump into the plants. I only have 3 plants for this month. I don't want to be repetitive because most of my plants are Hoyas, and I make videos on Hoyas all the time. So my monthly plant favorites, I try to not incorporate Hoyas as much. So let's just go ahead and get ready with my monthly plant favorites for August. First monthly plant favorite for August is the Begonia Maculata. I'm not sure if I'm saying the right name, but I've been wanting this begonia, and my mom mostly has been wanting this begonia for such a very long time. This is kind of like a unicorn plant that it's very hard to get, and if you see them in stores they tend to be really expensive. So I'm really happy with this plant. This was actually a gift from my sister-in-law to my mom. So my mom has a lot of begonias in our garden, and so now we have this other new begonia to add to the list. It's not the angel wing, it's the Begonia Maculata, I believe that's the name. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but yes. The speckles, the splashes on this is like if it were made on purpose. Oh my god, it just looks really nice, and this is definitely one of my favorites, if not my favorite plant that we got this month. The next one is the Epiphanium, and oh my god, I just had the name for this one and I lost it. I think it's the Epiphanium Maculata as well, or Manjulata. I forgot the name. I'll make sure to leave the little name right here on the video so you guys can read it. But yes, this is an Epiphanium or a Pothos, and this is a super strikingly, hugely, highly variegated plant. I've actually mentioned this plant in an earlier video that I have, where I was, I think, talking about my plant collection, and I mentioned that I had this plant. So I initially got 2 little plants for this one, and Walmart, and about, I think, 6-7 months ago I purchased 2 little $2 nursery pots, and I put them together to form a nice fuller plant, and this is the plant that I have right now. Guys, when I tell you that this plant is one of my most slowest pothos, it really truly is. It finally started taking off with a little vine right there, but it took years for this plant to finally take off and grow like crazy. There's lots of pothos out there, but this is one of my favorites. Something that you could tell this part apart from the rest of the pothos is that the edges of the leaves are a little bit more like wavy, and you guys could tell. See, and they're also kind of like heart-shaped leaves. And then this one is a perfect example of how to tell apart this pothos from like a Pearls and Jade, or like the Pearls and Joy or Pothos and Joy, I believe. This one has multiple variegations. So the plant is green, of course, but then it also has like a white creamy color with gray and yellow, and you cannot really tell where one variegation starts and another ends. So it's like highly variegated, and it's just variegated all over the place. So this is my pothos favorite for August. The last plant that I have to share for you guys in my August favorites is a Hoya. I had to include a Hoya in my videos, right? And so this is the Hoya RETUSA. This is the Hoya RETUSA, guys. It's such a little tiny leaf plant. I got this from Hertz. I don't purchase from Hertz anymore, and I think I'm gonna do a video on why I don't purchase from Hertz. But yeah, it arrived in really bad shape, and I repotted it, and so I was repotting this video. I actually have a video repotting this Hoya. I'm gonna insert a card here. But I think that the roots, I didn't check the roots. That was my mistake. You can tell in the video I just took it out of the nursery pot and I put it on the pot, and that was my huge mistake because it started to die off. So when I took the plant out and inspected the roots had root rot. So the plant was dying, and let alone Hoyas don't grow a lot of roots. So at that the little roots that it had were almost dying. They were like root rot. So I had to take a lot of the Hoya off and pretty much throw it away, and I repotted this back up in its nursery pot, and it's finally taking off. It took forever to get this Hoya to start trailing, but it actually finally did started to grow some runners. As you can tell right here, it started taking off, and now it has some nice runners, which makes me quite happy. Also guys, this is one of the most hardest Hoyas that I have in my collection. I put it inside my greenhouse and it didn't like it. I put it outside in the porch and it didn't like it. Surprisingly, I put it in my kitchen window counter and it's actually taken off, and that's where I have it right now. It's crazy because it's really hot in my kitchen. It doesn't really get a lot of air, so that's what it's growing. That's where I have it, and that's where you like it. So I'm not gonna move it. I'm gonna keep it in there because it's actually doing pretty nice. But yeah, this is just one of, if you're trying to get this Hoya into your collection, I recommend for you guys to get this Hoya already nice and in a hanging basket, because if you get a small Hoya RETUSA, I think it'll take ages for it to finally start growing, and because it's a very slow growing, at least for me, because of the conditions that it arrived and the care that I gave it. But I think if you want this Hoya, might as well spend a little extra cash and get a nice trailing hanging pot, because if you get a little one, it's not gonna be good. Anyways guys, this was my video for my monthly plant favorites of August. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a good one. Take care, stay hydrated, stay fresh, because it's so hot here. Don't forget to drink water and water your plants. Have a good one and take care.